Hello everyone, I'm Pacific Casual Gamer. Welcome back to another video, and in this video I want to talk about whether or not you can have a casual and a hardcore game. Whether they can be one in another, and this is something that I think very few game developers actually pull off. Now, what is a casual game and what is a hardcore game? And it's very simple. Casual game and hardcore game depends on how much level and how much time you have to put in. Basically, the level of time and skill you have to put in to feel good about yourself and succeed in the game. A good example of a casual game is something like Call of Duty. Okay, Call of Duty, you can feel successful. Yeah, you can get your butt kicked a lot, but you can feel successful in that game without putting in too much work or too much skill building, right? That's really what happens in Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty, you can get hardcore, but there's a point to where it's at that point, the metas and stuff are there, and they're blatantly obvious, right? It's very easy for a casual person to figure out the metas in Call of Duty. Now, a hardcore game, very hardcore game, something like Dark Souls. Dark Souls, you can't play casually. You have to do Dark Souls. You have to play it, and you have to learn it. And if you play it casually, good luck getting out of the tutorial, because Dark Souls is an extremely hard game. Okay, now with that being said, casual and hardcore, stuff that does not go together, can it be achieved? Yes. First of all, the best way to achieve it is difficulty level in games that are single player. Okay, now some games, you really shouldn't have a difficulty level because it's the way they're built. But other games, yeah, difficulty level works. Elder Scrolls games and, Wolfenstein, those are examples that there's difficulty levels to that game. Both those games, that really make it whether or not you want to have a casual or hardcore game. In the context of Oblivion, you can have a casual game. You can make whatever character you want and you'll have just as good a time. But if you're a hardcore player and you know the meta, you're going to make a character that's badass and you're going to feel like a badass. But it doesn't take away from the casual player's experience. Neither does it take away from the hardcore player's experience. Now, another thing is we look at Rainbow Six Siege. There's literally a casual mode and a ranked mode. And they make it so ranked mode, it's like super competitive, right? Because in casual, if you win or lose, the only thing you get is a little renown bonus. And let's be honest, ranked is pretty hardcore. In ranked mode, if you win or lose, you have a rank that goes down or up. And you have tracked ranked stats, so you could separate your communities. Either way, I think both of those games show us that yes, a casual game and a hardcore game can exist, but it depends on what kind of game you have. Dark Souls, now the developers of Dark Souls have said this before. They said that if Dark Souls had an easy mode or something like that, or a normal mode, it wouldn't be Dark Souls because the community, the community would mostly, you would go to the normal mode and the game would be boring, right? Now, a game like Rainbow Six Siege, there is a reason to play the casual mode first, and that is to learn the maps and learn what kind of game Rainbow Six Siege really is. And that's an interesting point. Siege uses its casual mode as the tutorial. You still, you get your butt kicked in casual a lot if you're a new player. And in Siege, once you get through that, you feel pretty good about yourself. You're a good casual player, then you go into ranked, and boom, you're part of the hardcore crowd, and all of a sudden you're trying to get to platinum and you're stuck in gold because, I don't know, you're busy blaming teammates or something instead of fixing your game, or you're a Jaeger Ash main or a Ela Ash main, God. Anything like that. So, can you have a casual and a hardcore game? Yes. Not a lot of games do it, but it is possible, and I think those games, to me, are some of the most fun games. I mean, my two favorite games that I play right now is Oblivion and Siege, and they both do that. So, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Subscribe for more videos. I'm Pacific Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at video games, and I'll see you in the next episode, stream, or vlog of whatever I decide to make.